It's the Jason PJ podcast.
It's nice to be back from holidays and back on the air.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's for sure. This is my little adventure playground between 6 and 9. I love it. And, we've spoken over the last few weeks about, I got things going on in my life. My dad's not doing too well. He's in palliative care. And I spent the holidays trying to get to Brisbane to spend time with him. That's where I am today. It sucked because when I got here, Paige, he had to go back into hospital. And I only saw him for 2 days out of the whole trip. Because we were sort of on the outskirts of Brisbane, which was an orange zone, but where he was red. So if I went and saw him, I wouldn't be able to get back to Victoria and stuff. But anyway, I can now go see him in hospital, but it's been quite a stressful couple
Going
of weeks.
through that situation, let alone all the COVID restrictions, is a bloody challenging time. And I know you've been putting on a really tough face for everyone. So I just want to let you know that we're all thinking of you at the moment. It's never an easy time.
And everyone's been really nice, reaching out on social and stuff, and so thank you for those messages. And Dad says thanks too. I said to him he's getting more bloody talk on social than me. He was like, if I could work it, I'd love that. So I'm going to go spend the day with him today and say goodbye before I head back. But yeah, I've been running sort of in autopilot, up and down between Melbourne and Brisbane, lack of sleep, dragging the kids with me and stuff like that. And so much so we've been doing a few different Airbnbs. The other day in autopilot, I went to get food, and when I drove out of the shops, I drove back to the Airbnb I wasn't staying at.
Oh, no. Did you go inside?
Well, I pulled in the driveway and I was like, why is there another car here? Have we got guests over? Why have we got guests? And then I went to get out of the car and I'm like, you don't actually stay here anymore.
Oh, it could have been worse.
Well, it did. Funny you say that. You say that. Because a couple of days later, I was filling up the car, filled up the car, drove on, carried on about my business, and then maybe 3 days after that, I get a phone call from the Popo. Now, I don't know about you, but when you're driving in traffic and there's a police car behind you, you're not necessarily doing anything wrong, but you just instantly panic.
You assume that you've done the worst.
Yeah, how do you think I was when I received the phone call and they're like, hello, is that Jason Hawkins? And
they know that you put diesel in an unleaded.
They don't ring for that.
Okay.
Also, I would be broken down on the side of the road.
Yeah, good call.
This is Constable McClintock here. Did you hire a Mitsubishi ASX about a week ago? And I'm like, yep. And at that time you paused and you're thinking, what did I do that was potentially illegal in the hire car?
Speeding fine.
They wouldn't ring for that. Do you know what I mean?
So it's worse than a speeding fine.
This is all going
what could
through.
Be worse than a speeding
Do we have any
fine?
contraband in the car? No. Was I a getaway driver for a bank job? No. And I'm going through it in my mind. I'm like, I think I'm in the clear here. And I'm like, yeah, I hired that car. And they said, mate, did you fill up at a BP service station? Gave me the address. And I'm like, yep. And he goes, we've watched the surveillance tape and you fill the car up. You look dead in the eyes. You're just drifting off into no man's land, and then you put the petrol bowser back, and then you just get in the car and drive away without going in and paying.
Jason Paul Hawkins.
I did a drive off without paying for fuel at the servo.
Out of you and I always thought that I would be the first one to do that. I've so nearly done that so many times, but I've never actually done it.
Yeah.
That's badass.
I know.
It's naughty.
I felt terrible, and I said,
No,
look,
you didn't. You didn't even know about it. 3 days later.
That's why I felt guilty.
Oh, my God.
I said, I'm so sorry. I'm just running on low sleep, and I didn't even. I feel terrible. The officer was great. She's like, look, don't worry about it. I'll give you a week to go back and pay it, before we give you the chair. And I'm like, I'll get back there straight away. I apologise because I knew that this is the last thing a cop wants to do. You don't join the police academy to chase up knobs like me. It didn't bloody, pay for their petrol. So I said, I'm sorry about all the paperwork and everything. She's like, it's fine. And she goes, I got to say, we're having a laugh at the station because we were watching the surveillance tape. Mate, it wasn't even look like it was orchestrated. You just looked like you did not care. You just filled that car up. You got in with a big smile on your face, looking out to no man's land, and just drove off. We watched that tape numerous times.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that...
I thought you were going to say they were laughing at you still wearing a trucker hat from Von
Look at the... Hey, Gary. Look at the fashion on this robber. It just got me thinking, 131065. What have you done on autopilot? You know, just like absolutely no sleep. I remember one morning coming in, getting ready for the show. I went into the bathroom to have a shower, took my jocks off, threw them in the toilet and flushed them instead of the dirty clothes basket.
Amazing.
And when I hit the button and as they were spinning around, I'm like, there they go. They shouldn't be in there.
I'd say a lot of people who have had baby brain, like after just having a newborn, you go into full auto baby pilot, don't you?
Yeah.
Auto baby pilot? Autopilot.
You're experiencing it now. 131065 is our number. What have you done on autopilot?
All right, let's go to Kobe on the phones. G'day, Cobes. What did you do on autopilot?
So it was my auntie, and she had baby brain.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when it was my birthday, she gave me a card, and there was no writing in it. It was just a blank card.
Oh, no. Did you at least get $10 note or something?
No, nothing. It was just empty.
Oh, gutted.
I love that. God, if you
At
think
least it didn't have someone else's name in it.
if you think that's bad enough when people just put to and from and then they leave whatever's actually written in the card, your auntie didn't even go to that effort. All right, 131065 is our number to join us on the air. We are talking, what have you done in autopilot?
All right, let's go to Reservoir. We have got Kiara. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What did you do on autopilot?
When I was younger, I used to be a goalkeeper for a team, and one day we had to have a sub-goalkeeper, so I was on pitch, and I was playing defence, and when the ball came to me, I just picked up the ball, and all my team was like, what do you do?
Oh, no.
That's cute.
How did they react? Were you just like, I don't know, I'm sorry.
Like, I'm doing the right thing, and then I realised, oh my God, I'm playing defence, not goalkeeper.
I always love it when I see a team like score a goal.
For the wrong side.
Yeah.
I think I've actually done. I've like run the wrong way before. It's the most embarrassing thing
I
in the
know,
world.
you just feel for
And
the
you
person,
commit to
don't
it.
you?
Yeah.
There's heaps of other content you can listen to. Check it out now on our podcast feed.
This is the Jace and PJ podcast.